Hey guys, I'm Brianna, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing kind of like a vlog like video. I've never done this before, but I wanted to show you guys my bookshelf. Yesterday I rearranged everything and it took me like an hour and a half because I got new books and you know how that goes. I didn't really like how my shelf was before and now I love it. So I posted a video yesterday but the quality wasn't the greatest, so I decided to refilm and do it more as like a vlog. And yeah, so I wanted to show you guys, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this video and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos. So this is a brief like overview of my shelves. I'll kind of go slow for you. So my bookcase is, I believe it's called the Billy bookcase, the Billy something bookcase. It's from IKEA and my dad built it for me. I believe I got it this year in the fall. And I can only fit one in my room, so that's why I only have one. But eventually I'm probably gonna get multiple when I get my own place. But this is my top shelf. And I'm really short. I'm only 5 feet, so I actually I can't reach up to the top shelf half the time. So these are the books like I rarely reach for. So we have most of my arcs on this side. We have John's Love by J.J. Valentine. There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins, which is a partial arc copy. Invictus by Ryan Groden. Blackbirds of the Gallows by Meg Castle. Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. People Like Us by Dana Mele. Prince in Disguise, I forgot the author. A Promise to Remember, Sandy Hall. Runebinder, Alex Dark-Haller, Red Dirt by Anna Jarzab, and The Witch Hunter and the Kingslayer by, I think her name's Virginia Bacher. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Then in the middle of my shelf, the books that are standing up, they're pretty much all fantasy besides the last one, which is like a thriller. So we have Frostblood and Fireblood by Ellie Blake, A Shadow Bright and Burning, A Poison Dark and Drowning by Jessica Cluez, Valiant and Defiant by Leslie Livingston, the Young Elite series by Marie Lu, and Pretty Dead Girls by Monica Murphy. And here at the end is my really small Shadowhunters collection. I really liked Shadowhunters when I was in middle school, but I kind of grew out of it. But I'm a huge fan of her new Dark Artifices series. I love it so much, just everything about it, so I've been collecting that. And of course I left a little room at the top for, I think it's Queen of Darkness. That's the new book, so when that comes out, that's there. Then this is my next shelf, which again is pretty much all romance, but I like to call it the Tilly Cole shelf because, you know, most of these books are Tilly Cole books. So starting in the corner over here, these are my Penny Reid books. I did leave a little space, if you guys were wondering, because book 5 is coming out in July, and of course I'm getting it in paperback, so, you know, I needed space on my shelf. So first we have Beauty and the Mustache, which is the 0.5 book, so it's like the prequel. Then we have Truth or Beard, Grin and Beard It, Beard Science, and Beard and Mind. And I pushed my books all the way back, so like I do have a lot of room on the front of the shelf. I don't know why I do that, I just do. And then moving on to my Tilly Cole collection, we had the standalone A Wish for Us, which is her newest release that I have not yet read. I probably am going to hold off and bring this to college with me because it takes place in college and I'm really vibing with it. So I'm kind of trying to save books for college. Then I have the whole Hades Hangman series, books 1 through 6, if I can count. We have It Ain't Me Babe, Heart Rate Captured, Souls Unfractured, which is probably my favorite book of all time. I do have a review of this book coming sorry guys. I have a review of this book coming out probably before this video goes up. I'm not positive, but I love it so much. Depending on when this video comes out, I may link it down below so you guys can watch. Then we have Deep Redemption, which is book 4. Damnable Grace. Then we have a little novella that's I Do Babe, which is obviously a hangman wedding. And the last book, Crux Untamed, which again, I'm probably going to bring to college with me because I'm trying to save new releases and bring them. Then we have her Sweet Home series. This is primarily, it's like contemporary drama, I like to call it. So we have Sweet Home, which is book 1. Sweet Rome, which is a companion to Sweet Home in, I believe, Romeo's perspective. Then we have Sweet Fall, Sweet Hope, and Sweet Soul. Sweet Hope is the only book that really doesn't have anything with football involved with it, but all the other ones have football. Then we have Balance and Execution by Lucia Franco. I read Balance and I really loved it. I just couldn't decide what to rate it. So I really wanted the paperback because 1, these are gorgeous together, and 2, they're like humongous books. So I ended up getting the paperbacks because I know I'm going to love it again when I read it. And I'll probably read them soon. And these are gymnastics romances. Then I have 3 football books over here. I have Misadventures of a College Girl by Lauren Rowe, which I have read, I think, 2 months ago, and this is probably one of my wrap-ups. Then I have Fraternized by Rachel Van Dyken, which is going to be my wrap-up this year, or this month, not this year, guys. And then I have The Bombshell Effect by Carla Sorensen, and I love this cover, and these are like my favorite paperbacks. They're like the glossy paperbacks, but they're really floppy too. So I'm so happy to have this. Candy Steiner kept talking about this, and Candy Steiner writes the Palm South University series, so I love that, and if she loves it, I'll probably love it, and it's football, so yep. And then I have my small Tesian collection over here. We have Bad Boy Brody, which I don't really know how to describe it, but this will be in my wrap-up. Then I have Cole, which is actually a mafia romance. And then I have Carter Reed 1 and Carter Reed 2, which is over here. They're also mafia romances, and these 3 kind of go together. And then this is my next shelf, which, if you guys are looking at it, you know it's kind of all Jennifer L. Armentrout, except for the book at the end. So, you know, little problem there. I love her. She's my favorite author. But first we have my Wiccan Fable candle. This is Resand. I really love it, and I'm trying to get my camera to focus. There it is. So it's purple. It has a quote, "To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered." And I just love it. It's so, so pretty. I have burned it before, and it just smells great. So, yeah. So that one's on my shelf. And then these are my standing up books by her. So this is the first section. I'm not going to pull these out because they're kind of like in there really, like they're wedged in there. So I don't want to pull them out and destroy them. So first we have The Problem with Forever. This is a YA contemporary. Then we have the Dark Elements series, White Hot Kiss, Stone Cold Touch, and Every Last Breath. And Stone Cold Touch is actually an ARC, if you guys can see. It says on sale November 2014. So this is this section. I love this. It's like a YA fantasy, kind of. Then we have Wicked, Torn, and Brave, which is a trilogy as well. This is like a YA. It's more new adults. These are kind of new adults. This is the like a fairy kind of trilogy. Then we have Unchained, which is a Nephilim series, and it's about like demons and stuff. A book, standalone. I have not read it yet. This is brand new, so I'm probably going to bring this one to college with me. Then I have another trilogy, which is her adult romance trilogy. She wrote this under J. Lynn. These are one of her first books she wrote. We have Tempting the Best Man, Tempting the Player, and Tempting the Bodyguard. And they're the Gamble Brothers series, so each one is about a different brother. And then we have Obsession, which is the original cover. I love the original cover more than the new cover. The new cover just has the guy on the front and it's blue, but this one has the guy and the girl, and I love it. This is like the adult spinoff of the Lux series. It follows one of the Aram, if you guys have read the series. Then we have the books that are kind of like here. I have Moonlight Sins by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is book 1 of her new adult. It's like not paranormal, it's like a thriller. This is a trilogy. I left room again here on my shelf for books 2 and 3. Then I have the Wait For You series. I don't own Fire in You, which is book 6. Yeah, 6. That one's on my Kindle. And then I have The Dead List, which is a YA thriller, which was amazing. I love this book. And I have an arc of If There's No Tomorrow, which is a YA contemporary. And then moving on over here, I have Till Death, which I actually just got in the mail. It's a little beat up, but that's okay. This is her adult, I guess, thriller type of book. And actually, the main character's name is Sasha. And if you guys know of book Utopia, Sasha Alsberg, Jennifer Almerchat actually named the character after her, which I thought was really, really cool. And then we have Don't Look Back, which is a YA thriller. And then we have the original covers of the Lux series. I only have Opal Origin and Oblivion, so book 3, 4, and this is the first book told in Damon's perspective. And then I have the special edition Lux series, which they're not the prettiest covers, but they have all the special edition stuff, so you know. And then I have another Wiccan Fable candle, which I ended up putting here. Okay, my camera's focused. This is called Siren Song, and the quote is, "His face makes no difference, it's his heart I'm after." So this quote comes from, or this candle comes from, I was going to say Sky in the Deep. I forgot the name of the book. I'll figure it out when I have it on my shelf somewhere. So I'll let you guys know. But it's a really, really pretty blue color, and it smells really good. I have not burned it yet, but I definitely recommend Wiccan Fable. And then the last book I have here is another romance book. It's the Cocktails Anthology. It's a whole bunch of romance authors who wrote like unedited tales. I have not read this yet. I got it. It's brand new, but look how chunky it is. I kind of threw it here because it fit and it kind of looked nice with the shelf. So this is my next shelf. Again, this is my another romance shelf. I have a mix of them, and then I have my 4 Pop Funkos. These are kind of my, I guess, sports romance, most of them. So my first Pop Funkos here, we have Aquaman with his trident, and Thor. I love Thor. Thor's one of my favorite superheroes, him and Captain America. And I guess, like, if we're saying Marvel, it's probably Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man that are my favorite. But Aquaman is probably, like, my favorite besides Wonder Woman in the DC. And, of course, it's Jason Momoa playing him, so you know. But I'm going to move him over so you guys can see my books. Oh, don't fall. So on the bottom here, we have my Erin Watt collection. We have their YA standalone, When It's Real, and then we have the Paper Princess series. And then moving up, we have the Abby Glines Field Party series, books 1 through 3. Book 4 comes out, I believe, in August. So I'm probably going to bring that one to college. But again, I did leave room so I can add that to my shelf. We have Until Friday Night, Under the Lights, and After the Game. And I do have a review of After the Game that I did a while ago, so if you scroll through my videos, you'll see that one. And then I have my Miranda Keneally, don't know how to pronounce her last name, collection. I only have 3 of her books, but these are like the 3 books that I love. We have Catching Jordan, which is a football one, Defending Taylor, which is soccer, Coming Up for Air, which is swimming. Let's put my Pop Funkos back. And then we have 2 of my newest books as well. These are both by Mariana Zapata. We have The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and Culty. Culty is probably going to be on my vacation TBR because I'm going on vacation in a couple weeks. I have no clue when I'm putting this video out, but I'll probably bring this book on the plane. And then The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, I'm planning to bring to college because of how chunky it is. And this one's a football and this one's a soccer. So then moving over to the middle, this is another part of the romance shelf. We have All Lined Up and Losing It by Cora Carmack. Forevermore, which don't kill me because the spine is cracked, but this book I've had like forever. I love it. Even though it's not the best writing wise, it's just a great story. Then we have Beautiful Oblivion by Jamie Maguire, Listen to Me by Kristen Proby, My Lucky Catch by Steve DePorto, which is a baseball romance, Score and Slant by Victoria Denault, which will be in my wrap-up. Those are hockey romances. And this one's an arc, actually. It says on sale. And then we have Win Big by Bella Love Wins, which is football. Avalanche by Cambria Hebert, which had a glare on it before.
Hot Pursuit by Julianne Walker. This is a motorcycle romance. And The Ones Who Got Away by Ronnie Lauren. Now, if you can't tell, I hate mass market paperbacks. Like, I'm not a huge fan of them. But, I mean, they're on my shelf. So, but I kind of just threw them up there. And then we have this section. Actually, I'll start with my Pop Funkos. I have Harry Potter, who was also a gift as well as Thor was, but I don't like Harry Potter as a character that much. I'm a Draco Malfoy girl. I'm Slytherin all the way, like Slytherin's my house, but I'm totally Draco Malfoy. But Harry Potter is really adorable on my shelf, so there's that. And then I have another Aquaman one. He has the cube, which I don't really understand the cube stuff because I'm not a huge superhero person, but yeah, so another one. And then the last part of my shelf, I have The Lucky One by Nicholas Sparks, which I haven't read yet, but I've watched the movie and love it, so I want to read soon. Whatever Life Throws at You by Julie Cross, which is a YA book, but it's really, really good. It has sports in it. Lick by Kylie Scott. You by Caroline Kepnes, and Lick is a rockstar romance. You by Caroline Kepnes, which is going to be a Lifetime TV show. The Girl on 6E series by A.R. Torr. Frat Girl by Kylie Roche. And Tattooed Love by Simone Elise. And then on top, I have the Lost Rider series by Harper Sloan. These are like cowboy romances. And then my last shelf, well, not my last shelf, I lied. This is like my second to last shelf. So this is a brief overview. This, of course, is my fantasy shelf. And I left room and I put like all my bookmarks here. They're not the greatest bookmarks. A lot of them I were sent by like in packages by authors, but like I just keep them on my shelf. So first here is my Sarah J. Maas Throne of Glass series. I'm not going to go through all the books because they are pretty popular. So, I mean, if you would like more synopsises of it, let me know. But I have Throne of Glass and Queen of Shadows in the series signed when I met her. Then I have the A Court of Thorns and Roses series and the novella. A Court of Thorns and Roses is also signed by Sarah. And moving over, we have An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. I really love this book. Super short, but a great story. And then I have Dividing Eden by Joelle Charbonneau, which I think I also have a signed book plate. Yeah, I put it on there, on that side. But this was a really good story. I haven't read it in a while, so I'm doing my reread of it because book 2 just came out. Then I have all my bookmarks. I don't really have a lot, but I'm going to move them over. So on the bottom of the shelf, we have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I have the white cover because I liked the white cover better. Sorry, that was my finger. Then I have a Arc of Zenith and the hardcover of Zenith, but I'm thinking of getting rid of the hardcover because the paperback is so much prettier. I don't think that's the thing. Is like prettier than the hardcover. And then I have the Arc of the Cruel Prince, which I love so much. This one's also signed by Holly. I have Haven by Marie Lindsay, which is also another fantasy. Roar by Cora Carmack, which is also another fantasy. To Kill a Kingdom by Alexander Christo is actually the candle, where the candle comes from. I have The Witches of the Glass Castle and The Changeling's Journey, which are also, I believe, UK authors. So I purchased those books and I have not yet read them, so I have to read them. And then I have Tiger Eyes, which is also probably ties for the oldest book on my shelf. I love this book and movie so much. It's just great, very moving, and even though this book is so short, it's very worth it to read. And then lastly, over here, I'm gonna move this over. Actually, no. I have You Will Be Mine by Natasha Preston, which I got from Target. This I have not yet read. This is a horror novel. And then I have Offsetting Penalties by Allie Matthews. So moving this over. Then this is my last shelf. This is kind of like a mix of stuff. So I put my whole Outlander series, and I don't know if you can see Dragonflight and Amber, and I couldn't fit Outlander on top, but I really like how the shelf looks with Outlander like standing up by itself. But Outlander I'm also bringing to college with me. I love this series. I've only gotten to the first 3. I haven't read beyond that. So I'm planning to do a reread eventually. Like, I don't know when I'll get to it. Maybe next summer when I have more time. But yeah, I definitely want to read those. Then this is like my primarily contemporary. So I have Broken Beautiful Hearts by Cami Garcia. And then I'm not going to take The Crown out, but I have the Selection by Kira Cass and The Crown by Kira Cass. And then I have the little 2 short stories, The Prince and the Guard. And I have Open Road Summer by Emery Lord, which I absolutely love. This is a really good YA. The Game Can't Love You Back by Carol Kozo. Boys of Summer by Jessica Brody, which is due for a reread because I haven't read this in like 2 years. I think 2-3 years. And The Lovely Reckless by Cami Garcia. And then on the top, I have On the Fence by Casey West, Stay Sweet by Simone Vivian, the Come Back to Me series by Mila Gray. I love those. The first 2 are military romances, and this is just like a romance. Then I have P.S. I Like You by Casey West, and I only own 2 books that I really, really love by her. The other ones I'm not a huge fan of. Then I have Summer of Sloan by Erin L. Schneider, The Flip Side by Sean Johnson, The Season of You and Me by Robin Constantine, and Tone Deaf by Olivia Rivers. And then all by itself, which doesn't really fit here, is Carvel by Stephanie Garber. I'm still like deciding if I want to buy Legendary or not. I'm in like the middle of a reread, if you could see the bookmark. But yeah, guys, so that's my shelf. I'll show another big overview of it. Again, I did finish doing it last night. So I really, really love how everything came out. Some of them are just thrown together, but it's okay. I'll get to it eventually. I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And be sure to tell me if you have any of the books I do, because I would love to know. And that's it, guys. So stay tuned for my next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!